Roman Reigns talks about a possible match with The Rock at WrestleMania 39. Also, could WWE want to separate those world titles heading into WrestleMania? And finally, could this be the end of NXT 2.0? More on that in this very video. Hello everyone, Jack and Fraser here with some news. I think it's the first news video we've ever done
first
together.
First time, the astronauts in the ocean.
Yes, we're back. We're back and ready to go. We're going to start off with some big news, Fraser, because Roman Reigns appeared on the Impulsive podcast with Logan Paul. They asked him, obviously, about the possibility of a WrestleMania 39 match with The Rock. As we know, WrestleMania 39 is in LA. That's where Hollywood is.
That's Hollywood. That's The Rock's. He's the king of Hollywood at the moment, isn't he?
He really is.
Yeah.
And it would make sense possibly for him to have a match with Roman Reigns. But what did Roman Reigns say, Fraser, when pressed on this issue?
He said, they keep trying. Everybody keeps trying on this one. I don't book the show, bro. I'm up for anybody. If it works out, then I'm ready.
Bit non-committal there from Roman Reigns.
Yeah, it's very much like, yo, I'm just here. I'm just chilling.
To me, that seems to corroborate with the reports that they might be trying for The Rock, but they're not quite certain yet whether they'll get him or not. My question to you is,
okay,
do you think that they should book The Rock against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, or should they, there's been talk of maybe Cody challenging for the belt, should they do someone, an existing full-time member of the roster?
It's a really tough one because I don't think that match, the potential match of Roman Reigns versus The Rock, needs the titles. I think it's very much a match that sells itself. We don't need the belt on it. It's like Rock versus Cena. The first one didn't need the belt. Neither did the second one. But this, I think, going into this, makes sense. Have The Rock versus Roman Reigns. That's what Roman Reigns has been building up to for 2 years. He's the head of the table. He's the head of the family. But really, it's The Rock, isn't it?
Yeah, and it would make sense who's the real head of the family.
Yeah.
You're right, it doesn't necessarily need those belts, but then who would hold the belts then going into WrestleMania? If that was the case?
Seth, for me. I think Seth wins it at Rumble. Cody wins Rumble. You've got your rematch there. It's really tough though, because both, Roman, you don't want Roman losing.
I think we could almost do what Wrestle Kingdom did that year, where we have, if it's a 2-night WrestleMania, we could have like Rock versus Roman on night 1 and a number 1 contenders match as well, and then they go on to face Roman or whoever on night 2. Yeah, that would be my personal.
If the belt was on the line between them and it was The Rock versus Roman Reigns, it makes it way more predictable of what's going to happen.
I don't know. Yeah,
like,
under the
that
Triple H
Rock's
era,
not going to win.
If it was Vince still in charge, I'd be like, this is predictable the other way, and The Rock's definitely going to win. But I don't know. WrestleVotes tweeted as well on this situation regarding Roman Reigns and the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, heading into WrestleMania. WrestleVotes said the situation with the world titles and Roman Reigns is complex, according to a source. They would like to go into Mania season and WrestleMania itself with 2 champions, but they also don't want Reigns losing at all prior. I'm told Triple H and co are open to all things creatively here. Now, we were talking a little bit off camera upstairs with Aiden the Newshound about how they could possibly achieve both things. How could they split the belts without Roman losing? Was it you who said maybe a triple threat?
So I didn't, but I was thinking that myself. I think a triple threat would be a good option, because it means, he can lose but not be pinned. And that's the real issue. Is they don't want him being pinned. But also you want to have that image of him looking strong at the end of the night with the title being raised. And
they would also have to find out a way of only having one of those belts on the line. I guess they could do like a 2 falls match where one falls one belt, one falls the other one, and then he wins one, but doesn't get pinned for the other one, maybe.
They've got a good opportunity here. They've got Austin Theory with a contract.
Yeah.
Now the contract stipulates he gets a title match of his choosing. Now the belt's not officially unified. It's separate belts, but just being defended together. So I guess you could argue that he can only cash in for one of them. Yeah. And then you have him,
if he did so and then pinned the other person, if he did it mid-match, then they could achieve that as well. But it's very interesting, the various different possibilities they could go. We'll have to just keep an eye on that as things develop. I thought, honestly, by this stage, we'd just be talking about Drew McIntyre as the champion.
I think we were all sold on that Clash at the Castle. He was going to win.
Could this also, and no offense to you, but I wish that Ross was here for this story. Could this be the end of his favorite brand, NXT 2.0, because after last night's main event, which we'll discuss in our other news video today, the show then ran a video package narrated by Shawn Michaels, the kind of de facto creative head of NXT.
He's NXT's boy.
He is. And the video package was talking about developing talent and looking forward to the future. Then at the end of this video package, we saw the NXT 2.0 logo change. The colors kind of faded away and were replaced by, well, people have been saying this might signify a return to the black and gold era, but I think it's white and gold gold.
It's white and gold.
It's
it was
white and
definitely
gold.
white. It was
with a
white,
black background.
With a black background and gold outline. It looks maybe a merging of the two.
Right, exactly.
Two eras of NXT. But it's weird. NXT 2.0. They needed to drop the 2.0 really long ago. It's gone on far too long. And yeah, it's I'm glad to see a change coming.
You're not a big NXT 2.0 fan.
But it's Cultaholics, promotion of the half year?
Yeah, it was Matthew and Ross's favourite anyway.
I don't know how.
I don't know what to feel about this because a big criticism of NXT Black and Gold towards the end, before it changed to NXT 2.0, was that it was becoming a bit samey, a bit repetitive.
Yeah.
It had kind of outgrown its function as a stepping stone, and we had people staying there permanently, and it was almost existing as a third brand itself. And even though that sounds good on paper, it didn't actually seem to work in theory, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole point of NXT, or the exciting point of NXT in Black and Gold's peak, was what new talent coming in, and then that talent gets moved up to the main roster. But we've only in the past since 2019 until the rebrand last year, it was just the same talents, the same feuds, same matches. You never really got anything fresh. So maybe this will go back to the days of early NXT Black and Gold, where you've got Big E Langston, Seth Rollins, all that, and going into the takeovers. I would like to see that sort of NXT come back with the talent that's on 2.0. They're all really good.
Yeah.
Well, some of them.
Most of them are
really good.
We saw a debut on NXT 2.0 last night. My boy, Quincy Elliott, nothing's cuter than a boy in his scooter, as he told us in a vignette last week, which was a weird vignette because he's riding around on his scooter, waving to the deserted streets of NXT land.
It's a very strange gimmick with the scooter. Yeah.
Well, I get what they're trying to do. He's the super diva. He's kind of positively representing various stereotypes, but at the same time, the scooter thing makes no sense to me. But anyway,
nothing's cuter than a boy on a scooter.
Well, yeah, it's self-explanatory, I suppose. But Quincy Elliott did make his debut in ring on last night's NXT, defeating an enhancement talent quite comfortably. We noticed when watching this match, Fraser, that it was when he did the taunt. He did the banzai drop as a finisher. Kind of.
But he didn't do the big flourish at the end.
It was very Gold Dust. The taunt. It
was, yeah.
But also he kind of gave up on it. Yeah, he went like.
And then just
a little bit of a Randy Orton almost at the end.
Okay,
But it was a weird one. He also wore like a bodysuit, as Goldust did at various points as well in WWE. But hopefully they don't make him just another Goldust. We want to see the first Quincy Elliott, not another Goldust.
Has Quincy Elliott appeared on NXT prior to this character change? Have we seen him before?
Just in vignettes.
And on
Level Up.
Okay, got it.
But I'm not too familiar with his work on Level Up, unfortunately. But now he has leveled up to NXT
that's good.
White and Gold, I guess.
White and Gold?
Now.
He's on White and Gold?
Yeah.
I wonder if we'll see a big character change in some people, like Braun Breaker having to glue back together the NXT logo.
Oh, yeah, he did break it.
Every single premium live event, he's kicked it.
Switching gears now, as Ross would say, and heading over to AEW, Andrade responded to a fan on Twitter asking why he doesn't do that really good back elbow.
The fake big boot into the back elbow. Oh, it's sickening.
Very good.
Sickening.
Reminds me of his 5-star match with Johnny Gargano, for example. But he
5-star matches though, don't you have you've got a thing on the channel, Jack?
Video out on the channel at the minute. The true story of Dave Meltzer's 5-star wrestling matches. Do check that out. It's actually got good feedback.
It's got good.
The comments are like 50-50. Half of them are like, it's a nice, I like this video, and half of them are like, no one cares what Dave Meltzer's got to say.
Dave Meltzer's opinion is biased.
Yeah, everyone's opinion's biased. It's the nature of opinions. So Andrade replied on Twitter to this fan saying just simply, I can't use that move anymore. Cry laughing emoji.
I wonder why.
Well, Aiden mentioned this to me when I walked in at 8:30 and I was still half asleep. So I just assumed he meant because the move's dangerous. And I thought, it's not, because it's a big slappy leg one. It's like a But then, as I think you're going to point out, there was a different reason possibly.
Yeah, it's quite possibly. Chris Jericho doing the Judas effect. It's a very similar move.
It's a better Judas effect.
It is a better Judas effect. But Jericho, he's one of their top guys. He's going to protect his move. And you don't want Andrade, who's often in the mid-card, doing the move better than you.
Jericho's got like 6 finishes anyway. Let Andrade have one of them. I like Andrade.
It'd be strange to ban someone from doing like a springboard moonsault. So stop him doing the back elbows a bit strange. But
maybe it is because it's better.
It could well be that, yeah.
So that's unfortunate for Andrade. We have to end on slightly serious. It is serious news, but also the person in question seems to have taken it in quite good humor. So a former WWE superstar has indeed been hospitalized, and it's Marty Jannetty with ongoing ankle issues. He's battled these issues throughout his career and even received surgery in 2020, but he's back in hospital now, which is sad news, of course.
Yeah.
But he did take to Facebook, and often we laugh at Jannetty for his slightly off-the-wall Facebook statuses. Hopefully he's all right and of sound mind and everything. Yeah. But this one seemed like he was taking it in all right humor. He said, "I'm very proud to say that my ankle right there, it's just slightly damaged from all them years of putting my foot in people's rear end, otherwise called ass." He just clarified there, rear end or ass, and jumping off top ropes to the floor, not just into the ring, but to the floor. And I'm very proud to say I'll do it again right now. I ain't scared. Well, wait a minute. Swaggy just looked at me. I'm assuming Swaggy's a cat or a dog, some sort of
Swaggy,
pet.
yeah.
Swaggy just looked at me and extended his claws, which means don't you even try. Oh, well, it was a fun thought.
What animal could Swaggy be?
Cat or a dog, claws.
A bear, a grizzly.
Yeah. Do dogs have claws as well? Yeah, but claws I associate more with cats.
I would say so as well. The hot topics on the news this morning. But yeah, Marty Jannetty, hopefully
he's all right. Best wishes, of course,
right
to Marty Jannetty and his friends and family. And hopefully he's doing okay. Fraser, check the timer, please. How long have we been going for?
11 minutes.
Oh, fantastic. We've run out of time here. But we will be back with more news, including, as I alluded to, talk of quite a shocking twist in the NXT main event last night. And plenty more news as well. So stay tuned for that. Leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And we'll see you very soon.